Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 5. Back again in Germany. Back again in Frankfurt. And this time attempting, and I'm going to use those words loosely, attempting to do Frankfurt-Fulda. I've just got into this train. I don't know how to drive it. There's a shocker. So I don't even know if we're going to get moving. The lights are on the wrong colour. That's fine. So yes, this is going to be an interesting one. So if you're watching this on YouTube, buckle up, because you'll see me now spend the next 10 minutes failing to get a train moving. I'm going to be surprised. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this route. My Twitch hasn't reset. There'll be links down there to where you can watch me live on Twitchy doing all sorts of things, including this. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening to Trent, Ethan, Nico, Nigel, and the Colin. The fat Colin. So yes, I've got on board, and there's lots of buttons and things, and I don't know that the motory bit is at the other end. So my pants are up, which is a good thing, but I don't know if we're actually going to go anywhere. How's the farm server? It seems fine now. So we'll close the doors and we'll see if anything happens. That was a noise. Right, we've got to stop at Frankfurt. So if I release the brake... Oh, hello. Well, that made some sort of... It's hissing at me. It's... What? There's noises. Is this a steam train? Oh God, we're moving. Oh God. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. That's... Well, there's movement. It's like a step change thing. Well, yeah, there's definitely movement. We're doing 10. Alright, run up. Okay, there's more speed. Speed is happening. Oh, that's too fast. That's too fast. That's too fast. Oh, mummy. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're doing 27. 27's a great speed. How is one today? Good, apart from... yeah. Nearly killing myself carrying a chest of drawers up the stairs when I'm going from work. Apart from that, it's all fine. There's a moment where I thought I was going to go backwards, but it was okay. Right, we got 1.5 miles. I'm going to keep saying it's fine until I convince myself. Right, run down, run up. So that then increases the thing. It's beeping. Why are you beeping? It was beeping. There was beeping. Right, we're run down. Maybe I chose the wrong train. 34. 34 is a lovely speed. It's a great speed to be going at. I like 34. It's a very underrated speed. Is 34. 35 is slightly scarier than 34. Don't be manual. Okay, in all fairness, I could have done the train training. Look, I got it moving. What do you want from me? Whether we'll get it stopped again is another matter in 1.5 miles. Let's just get to the first station, and then I'll worry about what happens after the first station. We're due there like a minute ago. That's not the point. Hi, Daz. Yeah, you're expecting a bit much if you expect profiteroles. If you're expecting profiteroles, then that's the cooking channel. Well, good. 33 is a lovely speed to be going at. I can handle this because I've got to touch the power throttle thing. We're getting closer to Frankfurt, Main. It's fine. High soft stuff. Cooking with Stevie. You wouldn't want to know. I managed to put some of that ready-made mash stuff in the microwave earlier. That's about the limit of my capabilities. Okay, 0.9 of a mile, and then we got to think about that noise. Tris, 37 of the months. Thank you indeed, sir. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're slightly less stressed than I am. We're stopping at some stations, by the way. Oh, well, hopefully we're going to stop at some stations. With time will tell as to whether we actually do, like, stop at the stations. There is going to be some. Frankfurt, Offenbach, Hanau, Langersbüttel, Glen, Washington, Bad, Steinauer, Schlud, Little Flieden, Neuhof, Fulda. That's it. There's some places. We're stopping at those places. How goes the train sim? Oh, fantastically. Perfectly, some would say. We're 3 minutes late. First stop. 2 miles we've done. It's fine. Now I've got to try and stop this thing. Brakes are running. Oh god, that was brakes. Okay, no, we're slowing down. Hi, Amy Lou. No, slowing down happened. That's a lot of hissing. That's definitely a lot of hissing. Hey, now look, that's not bad. 4 minutes late, but I stopped in the right place. Seriously, I'm hissing Sid to Evil Toad. Lights, look, yeah, I know. Look, there's buttons, and I just look. No, I can put my desk light on. The outside light. Oh no, signal lights. Hang on. That's. Yeah, I'll do. They're still red. It's fine. Which side's the door on? That one. Door 3.3 mile. Okay, right. So release the brakes. The hissing happens. That's definitely hissing. Yeah, there are other switches as well. See, I can get it moving. Should we see if we can break 34 then? Let's see if we can master this thing. It's very jerky acceleration. Oh, oh God. scary. It's scary. What train you driving? I don't know. It's a train. It's a German one. Okay, 69. No. This one. That one. That thing. $68, $67. It's fine. Yeah, we're slowing down early. We're just keeping it for the passengers' comfort and all that. I don't want to run down. Okay, 1.9 miles. We were due there a minute ago. It's okay. If every station we get a little bit faster, by the time we get to Fulda, I will be a master. I'll just be the expert. People want to know how to drive this train. I will be the one they'll contact. I'll be chief instructor of this train, whatever train it is. Or we'll get halfway and I'll switch trains. It'll be one of those. One of those two things will happen. It was either this or the ice-sized baby. How do you drive a train? I don't know. There's a microphone now. I think I can do some karaoke on the way. I just come to say... Nope. 68 limit. That's okay. See, we slowed down early. Am I doing requests? Do you know far, far away? Yeah. Sound of silence. Right, well, we know the brakes work. So that's something. Hey, and we've gained a bit of time. Horn, yeah, there's probably one. Brakes are actually quite good. Very jerky. I think that's more me than the brakes. Sounds good. Lots of hissing. That's not bad, is it? Now, you've got to say, okay, 3 minutes late, but it's not bad. Doors are opening on this side now. Please get on, people, if you want to go to Fulda. And I wouldn't guarantee you'll get there on time, but we can go there. It does sound like something from a horror movie. Are there switches? That's cab lights, we all know those. That's train lights, they're on. That's signal lights, normal. SIFA, they want that. Why are those levers moving on their own? Right, 7 miles. Okay, we've got this. Brakes off. Oh God. It's definitely a very jerky acceleration. I think that's because we're being pushed. It's supposed to be there in 5 minutes. Well, we better get a move on then. Hello, train. I shall toot you. Yeah, we are driving it from the rear. So it hasn't got to turn around at the other end. So we're controlling the rear from the front. No, we're controlling the front from the rear. I knew what I meant. Okay, we're getting quicker now. I can't repeat that. There we go, 80 miles an hour. It's perfect. See, I told you. I'll master it. I am G. Can't put the lights on, but apart from that, hang on, what's this switch up here? Train line power. Don't leave that alone. What are you? You're not a switch. Instrument lights, we got those. Indicator test, you don't want that. Gauge lights, we can dim the lights. Doors. Emergency brake, don't touch that. Wipers. Oh. Well, that did a thing. Really? Really? Train Sim World? Really? Because I was looking for the lights. That's what it was. I think we mastered that train. I think we proved there that train has been mastered. I think my skills of driving that would have peaked. Oh no, we're going to Fulda, but I think we'll try another track. I've mastered that one, done it. I can write the book now on how to drive that. We'll try a different train. Nailed it, done it, 100%. If there's a test now on how you drive whatever train that was, I would. Yeah, I just hope that doesn't happen. But if there was. But we haven't got to do that, so it's fine. We'll try that again then, shall we? I've got to make sure now that I don't end up in the other end of the same train. Downside to that is it's the step change thing. I want to do a 4-line run, Frankfurt to Fulda, but I think it's limited on what trains actually do that. And that was like an hour and 27-minute run as well. That'd have been the whole stream if that hadn't crashed. I wouldn't say I'd have mastered it. I would have got used to it after a couple of more stops. It was the run up, run down thing, a bit like the step change on that stupid train on the Preston to Carlisle. That just annoyed me. This is the same sort of thing. It's not just power on, power off. Good thing is, when this goes on YouTube, no one will get that far, so they'll never know. Do it again. You've seen it. You don't need to see me do that one again. It's fine. Well, that's not going to do a 4-line run, is it? 423. No, 423. That doesn't do a 4-line run. That's just 15 minutes. 425. That's Bremen to Oldenburg. That doesn't do anything. 463 is one we were just in. There's the Vectron. Fulda to Hanau. Hanau to Fulda. 193. That one. That's what I just was in. It might have to be the Ice Frankfurt to Fulda. The thing is, that's not going to stop very often, is it? I thought about doing something different. What about a 103? No, that's not going to be that. Rapid transit. It might have to be. Hanau. Fulda to Hanau. Hanau to Fulda. I think it just does Hanau. Hanau to Fulda. Fulda to Hanau. Fulda to Hanau. That doesn't go Frankfurt to Fulda. It doesn't do it. That's all freight. Well, you told me to pick that one. You can't get the staff, can you? I'll just do it in an ice baby. 182 or 185? 185. Fulda to Hanau. No. I'll just do an ice baby. Frankfurt to Fulda. That'll do. No, I'm doing the ice baby now. Otherwise, we'll never get there. We're going to be late. We've got meetings to get to and all that. It's not going to stop. It ain't going to be just a non-stop, surely. No, Hanau, Fulda. Well, that's fine. It stops. Forward. Unlock doors. What the hell's that? That's one hell of a windowy opening thing. What have we got here? Train line is on. Reverses in forward. Pants are pants up. The pants are up. Yeah, there's a button. That's a button over there. The throttle's a thing, and the brake's also a thing. My brake key's locked. Why is my brake key locked? Unlocked. There we go. That's better. Wait until 7:14. Okay. Fine then. We're back at Frankfurt again. Have we got red lights? Is there a unred headlights? Hang on. Bright. Well, they're bright red. The brakes key is unlocked. It is. And to prove it, it's unlocked. Oh, what is down here? Air conditioning. Don't need that. Magnetic, what? Magnetic brake test. Oh, God. Wipers. Wipers, parking thing. Timetable, dip, back wall. I'm not going over there. Oh, my God. Don't look over there. It's fine. We just look forward. Don't look behind. It's okay. Right, Hanau, 12 miles. Okay. We don't appear to be moving. Oh, we're moving! I use the throttle. Aren't I clever? I was about to suggest it. No, I won't. There we go. No, we're moving. We're definitely moving with red lights on. Our ex-comrade will be on one of these in a few weeks' time. I'm not going to call him a git, but he's a git. Oh, is this one of those where I'm in a high-speed train, but I'm not going to be going high speed? Although we've got the thingy handle, haven't we? The RFB. Which doesn't work. Well, I got to turn CIFA on for that. Don't want to be doing that. Going uphill. See, this has got a conventional throttle. I can cope with a conventional throttle. You've got to use the buttons. I'm not looking back there. I'm not. You can't make me do it. I'm not doing it. Right. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. No, can't do it. Right, this bit of track looks familiar. There's something behind me. Don't you open that trap door. Yeah, he wouldn't give me a pound. Bone. Slightly speeding. No longer slightly speeding. There's a train. Hello, train. I shall toot it to you. Oh, you're the diesel one. I like that diesel one. I think that is on this route as well. Oh, hang on. No, we got a 62 coming up. I think there'd be a bit of high speed, wouldn't you? But yeah, you can. There's a little bit, like a couple of miles. You can just open the throttle wide. Does look good. Very pointy, as pointy goes. They are impressive looking in real life as well. Maybe this year I should go on one. Oh God, we got an 80. I don't know if I can cope with this, isn't it? I can see an 87 now. It's getting faster, Captain. Can he do it? Can he take it anymore? It's another train. So these are the same tracks that the S-bahn's on. So do we see S-bahn trains? Those there, isn't it? Are they S-bahn trains? So were they not there before? I don't know how. I'm not down with the maps of the Frankfurters. Sleek and pointy, a bit like me. People see me and they go, he's sleek and pointy. Alright, speed's going up again. 93. See, why can't all trains be this easy just to increase the speed? Who come up with the idea of a step change? Just give me a straight throttle. Right, we made it further than we did last time, I think. I don't think we quite made it this far. Oh, in 1.7 miles we got a 68. So that high-speed bit didn't last very long, did it? Is this the line with the fixed train? Is that a Frankfurt-Fulda? With the bare bones carriages. Quite like those. That's a train. It's a train there. I think that was an S-bahn. It's actually quite busy. We like busy. Busy is good. Tomorrow night, by the way, something. I don't know. It was supposed to be the bus, but the map we were going to do doesn't seem to be working in anything but the beta version. So it'll be something tomorrow. It could possibly, I'm not promising anything, be OMSI. Thursday night back on the farm, where it's currently got a lot of interest for it. Is that OMSI? No. Friday night something, don't know what yet. Saturday's trucking, I know that much. Sunday back on the farm. Alright, we can speed up again. Definitely feel like a Monday today. Tomorrow's going to feel like a Tuesday. I'm going to be really confused come Thursday. So we had this discussion at work today that you miss Wednesday on a bank holiday weekend. So it goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's not a bad day to miss, really. Right, so I think those are the S-bahn lines still running down beside us. Quite like the S-bahn. I was quite surprised by it. I didn't think I was going to like it, but did. So again, still not exactly rapid. But 100 mile an hour. And guess who's back in the building? Shady. Shady's back. It's got red lights. There's some lights. Doesn't matter what colour they are. Right. Is he slim? What, be like you? I think the next meetup we do is going to be like some sort of fat fighters gathering, isn't it? Apart from Trent. If we ever get Colin on one, there'll be Colin, me, Nico, Richard, if we ever get him on one, Ethan. It would be like some sort of Weight Watchers reunion. Stu, thanks very much for that. 35 months total. That is many of the months. It's more than 12 and less than 106. At least a year. At least. It's got to be. I think there are more than 35 months in a year. I think it might be a year and a bit. See, surely they could put a bit of a faster speed on this bit of track, couldn't they? It's nice and straight. Okay, ignore the cars that are over there. It's fine. There's a bit of fence here. Yeah, it's fine. You could be the leader of the pack. Right, so we have an 81. I do want to do some sort of gathering. I think waiting till August to do something is a bit far away. So I think we need to do something. Right, so we've got a 68, then a 62, and then we do the slow lean down into Hanau. How about tomorrow? I'm at work tomorrow. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I'm not happy about that. Doing a busy day today. People didn't do things while I was off. Shocker. Come and help me. What with the spreadsheets and reports I've got to do. It is only 2 months away. Yeah, I'm not talking like a weekend thing. I'm talking like a day thing. We'll see. Might actually get me out of the house. Spent the last like 3 weekends indoors. This weekend will be indoors. Need to go out at least once a month, I think. Right, we are arriving at Hanau, where we're roughly on time. I did slow down a little bit too early. And meet up in Swindon to celebrate when they open the bus boulevard. Jesus. I won't be sorry to see the old bus station go. I did say that for this Christmas. I know I am out of the house when I'm at work. We'll best not talk about that, Stu. Right, we have arrived a minute late. That's fine. It's Deutsche Bahn. Should be lucky we arrived at all. There we go. Unlocking doors. People getting off. Not too shaken. We got a posh. Oh no, got one the same as that. Was that the same as ours? Or was that a newer one? That was another eye-sized baby next to us. There's going to be a race. The white train and the white train had a race. Any orders? We'll have a look when we get to the next. Or next stop's going to be the last stop, I think. So it should now just be a non-stop run to Fulda. 40 miles, something like that. Lock doors. We're leaving 45 miles. There we go. Fulda. We're leaving roughly on time. Yeah, no, because it's separate. It's power car, isn't it? Right, let's get to Fulda. Oh, a 25, then a 37. Okay, we might not be getting to Fulda. Well, it says 40 minutes. Anyone know any good jokes? To me, to you. So we're off into a goods yard. Alright, here's a question then for you train idiots. You can Google this if you like. I don't know the answer, and we may have mentioned this before. What's the longest distance between two stations in the UK? There you go. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere up in Scotland, possibly. Kirk Newton and Carstairs. Okay, what's the distance? Okay, that wasn't answering my question. Cars don't have stairs. No, they don't. It's true. "17 miles. Hang on, isn't Didcot to Swindon more than 17 miles? That's gotta be. Yeah, I reckon that information's incorrect. Right, can someone else have a Google and see what the actual longest distance between two stations is? Swindon to Didcot is more than 17 miles. Ethan opened up his my first book of trains. Stranraer to Bar Hill. Well, what's the distance? If it's more than 17, 25.7. Okay. Any advances on 25.7? And can someone tell me what the distance is between Swindon and Didcot then? Because I need to know now. Oh, hang on, we got 124 limit coming up. Lockerbie to Kirk Newton at 65.5 miles via the avoiding lines at Carstairs. Okay, but does an actual service run that then? So I don't know where Ethan got 17 miles from. Hi, Michael. Right, we got 43 miles to Fulda. $23 miles from Swindon to Didcot. Okay. Right, power. Yeah, so after a first successful run in a different train, we're now doing another run of Frankfurt to Fulda in the Ice Baby. Lockerbie to Carstairs is 47. Okay. So those consecutive stations. So if a train leaves Lockerbie and its next stop is Carstairs, or the next station is Carstairs. So it's 47 miles without another station in between. That's the bit I'm trying to get at. Not if a service skips stations. So it's 47 miles between stations. Okay. When did cars upstairs? We've done that one. 33 miles to Parkway from Swindon. Okay. Yes, I don't mean, you could say that then Swindon to Paddington's like 50 odd miles if it doesn't stop at Didcot and Reading. So no, it's what's the longest distance between two stations. So 33 miles is Swindon to Parkway, because there's no other stations in between because it goes via Wootton Bassett. You thought I'd asked, a nuclear physics question. I think I'm looking at that book I bought you for your birthday, Ethan. Right, at least we're doing a decent speed now. Well, HST could go... Uh-oh. No, it's fine. HST could as far... Wakefield, Westgate to King... No! Oh, God. Can someone just... No, I bought him the Rail Atlas of the UK. Which sort of interested me as well, because it shows every train line mapped out in the UK. I'm not explaining it to Nico. I was just trying to, get you lot engaged and, a bit of factual information, Thought I'd ask a simple question. Didn't realise it would be this difficult. No! Oh, God. Okay, forget it. Doesn't matter. Right, here's one on your level then. What colour are all the Teletubbies and what are their names? There you go. I didn't think it was a difficult question. You could use the same thing for motorways, right? Think of it like a motorway. What's the longest distance between two motorway junctions? Okay? Now think of it the same way with train stations. What's the longest distance between two train stations? Simple. No, Michael, I'm not saying that. No, Ethan. Oh, God. Forget it. I'll find out after the stream. Right, we're speeding again. That was a very high... high speed bit at 120 something miles an hour. My explanation is not shite. Okay. Between two consecutive train stations, what is the biggest gap? Not if you leave Didcot and go to Bristol, how far is it? If you leave Didcot, the next station is Swindon. That is a distance. The next station after that is Chippenham. That is a distance. Right, so Lockerbie to Carstairs is 47 miles and there's no other stations in between. That's the bit I was asking. What's the longest gap you go between train stations? Yes, Sim. See, Sim got it. God, it's like herding kittens sometimes with you lot. I need a better class of audience. Ethan's not here tomorrow. We'll have an intellectual conversation about buses. The shortest... that was going to be my next question. What's the shortest gap, excluding the London Underground, between two stations? Catford and Catford Bridge. I've been to one of those. I've been to Catford, I think. Ah, there you go. Not on the same line. No, it doesn't count then. See, at least you're getting the gist of it now. Two consecutive stations on the same line. Stourbridge and Stourbridge Town. I get your thinking there. That's not very far. So it's that. Two consecutive stations on the same line. What's the shortest distance? Excluding the London Underground. Wrexham General to Wrexham Central. What's the distance? Oh, brakes. Hello, train. I should toot you. City Thames Link. Yeah, which stations though? See, a train stream, we're talking... see, this is... I think this is how professionals do it. They engage with the audience. I know. St. Ferry Road and Victoria Road, 124 metres. 49 chains. 2/3 of a mile. This is 1963, Ethan. Metres you lot work in now. Right, you have a 99 limit coming up. It's going to be misty out there. Well, we don't care. The rest of the world doesn't work in chains. 985 metres. There we go. Right, so is there anything shorter than that? That's what I was trying to get into the same... So that's the shortest distance between two stations. Are we convinced? Because it took you lot too long to work out what the longest distance is. Nope. No, it's E. Y-E-S. Right. Another one for you then, because that went so well. What's the highest train station in the United Kingdom? Again, I don't know the answers to these. I'm just trying to pick questions that you guys can do some Googling to. Ethan's bedroom. That would be the messiest train station. Carrara. Is it? I've always wanted to go there. Well, it's too late. They've answered it. Caledonia Sleeper stops there as well, doesn't it? Okay, right. You know what's coming then. What's the lowest? Penzance. That's by the sea. I was thinking the Fens, because they could almost be below sea level. See, you learn knowledge you're getting here. See, they'd be good quiz questions. Someone's making notes. A bit of a transport round. Shippy Hill. Right, okay. So we got highest, lowest, furthest apart, closest together. We all know what the longest continuous platform is in the UK, which is Gloucester. What's the shortest? It's going to be on a little branch line somewhere. Yes, I just said it was Gloucester. He's not the sharpest, is he? So it's going to be a little branch line where you can only get out at one door. Bewley in Scotland. What station is closest centre of the UK? It's probably something around... No, Trent's in the north, so it's got to be somewhere south of Nottingham. Front door only, 49 feet. That's quite a little one. See, people want these to be entertaining. They're also informative. Birkenhead. Birkenhead's not the centre of the UK. The centre of the UK is south of Nottingham. Actually, centre of England, south of Nottingham. Oh, he's thinking of the train station thing. I was thinking of Birkenhead being a centre of the UK. There's two different questions going on here. Yeah, Nuneaton-ish, yeah. Because that's what puts Trent in the north. And I'm in the south. Alright, see, we had to slow down for this corner. Nico's in Iceland. Nico's in 1983. Right, so we're 21 miles from Fulda. Now we tried to confuse you all with questions.
Keep up the good work. Enjoying the streams. Mary.
Good work. Good. What? Look, you're not supposed to enjoy them. But thank you, Barry. Good to have you in a couple of streams. You need to shut up, though, because you talk far too much. Very much lacking in trains coming the other way now. I do not. That was a joke. You're like someone we had in the streams before. He'd come on, he'd say hello at the beginning of the stream and then say goodbye at the end. We wouldn't hear from him in between. I get that it takes some getting used to being on the stream as well. Hi. Hello, Trent. Oh, yeah. Oh, bye, Trent. ETS2's on Saturday. And yes. Has Larwood ticked yet? Because I messaged him this afternoon telling him to tick. Man, yes please. He has. Okay. Cool. Make sure he was around on Saturday to TV. Here's something good to know. No, that's wrong. The longest continuous station name in the UK, yes, but not the longest station name. It's not even the longest station name in Wales. The Roos Cardiff International Airport station is longer than Fanfare Phil, and it's the Indian one is the longest in the world. Dr. Farangi Manji Spam Fritter Barking Dog Railway Station is the longest station name in the world. Who remembers out getting potato fritters from the chip shop? Can you still get them? God, it used to be so nice. Anyway. Right, but yeah, nice effort there, Bugbone, but you're wrong. See, more railway questions for a quiz. There you go. Chennai Central Rail Station is the Parachi, Thalavia, Dr. MG Ramachandran Central. There you go. Yeah, that was the longest station in Wales with a continuous name, yes, but not the longest station in Wales. We'll do the quiz maybe a week Friday or something. Might be more people around then. Call them scallops, yeah. Well, get on with it. Get off, Omsy. Do your bloody quiz. You've got nothing else to do with your day. You're driving, and you could be thinking of questions while you're driving. Right, can we stop with the Welsh station names now, please, before we end up with all throwing leaks at each other? Right, so we did the stupid train. We're now doing this one. I think there is the diesely one that we can do on this line. So we'll do that next and then see what happens. At least we've done a 4-line run. From Frankfurt to Fulda, because that's the name of the route. Frankfurt-Fulda. Did you know the highest motorway in England is the M62? How many counties in the UK don't have a motorway? There's a question. And for bonus points, what are they? If we're now moving on to motorways. It's definitely a bit misty out there. There you go, that answered that. Tunnel! I see a tunnel. There you go, there's a question for a quiz. Right, here's one for you. What year was Lurpak spreadable butter invented? For those that follow James May on YouTube, you'll probably know that. It's in 1999, the year I was born. Gonna party like it's 1999. Right, quick one then. We'll see how. See who's the quickest at Googling. Okay. Get ready on your Google page. See who can be the quickest to answer this one. If you've got stream delay, it's your own fault. Some people may know this off the top of their head. If you do, then fair play to you. We all know that Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. Who was the second? Now, did you know that, Nigel? You watched it, you old bastard. Blimey, you and Dorset should start a club. Fair play. What was the date? Well, Nigel's saying the 16th of July. Nico's saying the 20th. And Ethan's just put January 1930 for some unknown reason. And we got the 21st. Okay, so we've got 3 different dates. Yours a non-Google guess. Should we ask the Amazon device? Alexa, what was the date that we landed on the moon?
Good evening, Steve. According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the first humans landed on the moon July 20th, 1969.
There you go, 20th. That's what Google says. It wasn't 1930, you dimwit, was it? We didn't go to the moon in 1930. We're barely flying in 1930. It could be Google AI. You get that at the top of a Google search now, don't you? Google AI telling you things. Like, no, just give me the answer. Don't guess at it. That was Aldrin's date of birth. And he's supposed to be the generation that should be good at these things. Nigel should barely maybe sat there in a corner dribbling, barely knowing what day of the week it is. No, you can't get half a point. Right, here's one. What was the name of the first person to fly an aeroplane across the channel? Wrong, Nigel. That was the first man to fly across the channel. Well, according to QI that I watched last night anyway. It was a woman, apparently, that did it first. I always thought it was Blériot. Yeah, QI said it was a woman. Well, have a Google then. What was the name of the woman that flew across Channel first? What date was that? And what date did Blériot do it? And we'll see if QI was wrong. I was half asleep last night when I was listening to it, so it could be me. Harriet Quimby, yeah. Right, there you go. So April 16th, 1912. What was the date that Blériot did it? See, we're learning things. This isn't going to be a regular thing, by the way. I'm not going to be, it's not going to be quick fire questions with Stevie on every stream now. 1909. Unless they did say woman. Okay. I stand erected. Steve now doing general education, yeah. I'm trying to keep you engaged. There's not a lot going on here, is there? We're just trundling towards Fulda. Well, no, occasionally they actually had a correction on screen on one I saw at the weekend, because they say who famously also died on the day that Mother Teresa died. And on the quiz they said it was Diana, but it wasn't. Mother Teresa died 3 days after Diana or something. I remember I was in the car going to Weston-super-Mare to meet my family from Birmingham on the day that Diana died / was killed by Philip. And I got to Birmingham. Got to Weston-super-Mare, met the family from Birmingham, and I was like, "Have you heard the news? What? Princess Diana's dead?" Like, no. Yeah, seriously. And I was coming back from Weston-super-Mare with my parents and my first boyfriend in the car on the day they announced the Queen Mother had died. So I never travel in the car with me. I'm not good on authors. How are you driving in 1997? I'm 26. I'm going to say C.S. Lewis. Because, again, that was on QI. I'm sure it was. I've got a DeLorean. Right, we're finally arriving at Fulda. So we've done the 4-line run. Am I the doctor? Shooty Kumquat, or whatever his name is. Focus on the route. I am. I'm slowly because we got a red. Who the hell's Aldous Huxley? Sounds like a bloody teddy bear. No, Trent. I watched YouTube last night. I probably won't tonight either. I'll probably save it for Brave New World. That's some Border World. I'll probably save it for the weekend now. I'm having a major clothing sort out on Saturday. And I've got a new chest of drawers. Right, we arrive at Fulda. I'd said to a guy at work today, so you like a good series, didn't you? He went, yeah. Have you watched You? He said, I've not heard of that. I said, no, neither had I. I said, one of my mates said to me about it. I watched the trailer and then watched it. I'm hooked. I said, in the last week, I've gone through 4 seasons nearly. You know what? We arrived roughly on time as well. 25 seconds late. That's not bad going for me. Almost acceptable. Right, what we'll do, because we didn't do it before, did we? Let's... What the heck? Okay. Thought you said we couldn't go straight through. A bit posh, isn't it? First class things in here, look. Your own little compartment. Trent tried watching Tracker. It wasn't for him, but started watching Dexter and is hooked. I'm going to go down the train until I find the Baldy. Where are you, Baldy? So what's this thing here then? Or was that just like toilet and stuff? I need to find me a Baldy. So I see what... Shh, hang on. Shh, 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 shh. I've just seen one. If we creep up on it, we might not scare it. Okay, you ready? Baldy! Hello, Baldy. You got no hair, just in case you didn't know. You're sat next to someone with a ponytail. And the person opposite with the cap on backwards. Disgraceful. Anyway. Right, we've got to go back and lock the doors now. Let's go back through that. That's a long corridor. Right. There's stains on that seat. People have been farting in the seat. Can we do that at the next meetup? I can't hunt the Baldy. That's slightly mean. Right. So we had a very successful first trip in the first train. 4-line run in this. I have seen that there is that diesel that we can do on this. So Frankfurt-Fulda. Timetable. Is it that one? That one. That one? Diesel. There we go. 30-minute run. We'll go the other way around. Hanau to Frankfurt. There we go. So we go back to Frankfurt. You're definitely not coming. I would organise something. I said I'm at the Greatest Gathering in August, which is sold out, which is a pain in the backside. I will be at York on the weekend of the 27th of September. And I want to do York on the Saturday and then do Locomotion on the Sunday. So that is the plan. So I'll organise something for then, but I'd like to do something before then. London, the original plan was for July, is expensive. So what I'm thinking is maybe do something that isn't London, that might be easier for people to get to, maybe on that same weekend, so that 5th of July. And from a logic distance point of view, maybe Birmingham. So a day going up and down the Lickey Incline, do the Stourbridge shuttle, wander around the Bullring. So do a couple of the Birmingham Cross City bits. So just, meet at 10 o'clock, trundle about till like 6 o'clock and everyone can sod off home. So maybe that on the 5th of July, for those that are interested. I know we can't get a Trenty there because he's working. Right, high beam off. I'll put the instrument lights on. High beam on. Okay. So we're all good to go. Yeah, but this will be during the day, away from the centre necessarily. We'll meet at New Street. By the time you go off to Stourbridge, go off down to Bromsgrove, you probably won't come back to New Street until the end of the day. Then, yeah, it'll probably be busy, but then you'll be sodding off home. So we're stopping at Offenbach, Frankfurt, and Frankfurt Main. So this is the cool little diesely thing that we had before. We single-handed operation. Driver's brake. Off and back, exactly. No, because that's then too close to doing Derby, like 3 weeks later. I do like this thing. Oh, we're a little two-car as well this time. Oh, it's so cute. West Frankenbahn. Nice guy, Frank. Anyway, just a suggestion. I know, got the headlights correct as well. Okay, the red ones are still on. Ignore that. There probably is a tail light switch somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we can speed up. I just, you know, just a suggestion. Well, I'm sure, you know, London's difficult for people to get to. It's expensive. It's busy. You know, somewhere like Birmingham's not bad for most people with travel times. So most people can do Birmingham and back in a day, probably relatively cheaply from most parts of the country. You know, from here it's easy. From anybody in the south it's easy. For anybody in the Midlands it's easy. And, you know, go and do the Stourbridge shuttle, which is quite cool. Take people up the Lickey Incline. Train! That's one of the stupid things we were in earlier. Oh yeah, I forgot from driving this last week. It's not exactly rapid, is it? Yeah, and then, you know, the greatest gatherings like a month later. That's fine. I'm probably going to end up just doing there and back in a day. Drive up in the morning, park at Airport Parkway, go and do wander around the greatest gathering for probably an hour because me. Leave, come home. I'd probably be streaming that day. And then, yeah, aim to do York in September. All right, 5.7 miles to Offenbach. Not bad little route, Frankfurt-Fulda. Definitely was impressed with the S-bahn. Didn't quite know what to make of that. I don't know what we've got coming next. I can't remember what the upcoming thing is. There ain't a lot now in the next 3 months, I don't think, because after that we're going to be into Train Sim World 6 territory. So that's going to be out in like 3 and a bit months. So after this month, or next month, they won't be announcing too much for Train Sim World 5 because it won't be Train Sim World 5 anymore. So I think then they should just announce what's coming. But they can't really announce what you're going to get with Train Sim World 6. Because they didn't with 5. I don't think cancelled, I just think very delayed. That was due out originally before Christmas, because that's the reason we did it when we went to Manchester. We did the run expecting it to be out soon, and 6 months late. It's not the same person that's doing that did London for OMSI, is it? Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I am going to be going to Dovetail's offices in August. I think so, August. Where I will, well, as they did last year, I will find out about the future. Yo, yo, yo. 3 yo-yos. Four yo-yos. Much yo-yo-ness. Yo-yo Ma. As a reference for some people. Right, 2.2, yeah. As we arrive to Offenbach. This literally is just a flat out run. So yeah, tomorrow, something. It'll either be OMSI or the bus, or during the day tomorrow I'll go, you know what I haven't done in a while, and then it'll be something else. Thursday night, definitely back with some more farming, if there's anything left to do on the farm. Friday night, something fun Friday. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I might have to do a ticky thing to see who's around. Saturday night will be some ETS2. I haven't done that for a few weeks, so a bit of trucking and tunes on Saturday. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. And then next Monday, I'm taking a day off. Well, unless between now and then Dovetail announce something. Right, we'll shortly be arriving at Offenbach. Plane! I see plane. And we arrive at... It's probably not pronounced Offenbach, it's probably Offenbach. With an ice-sized baby going through. And we're a minute and a bit late, that's fine. We've done the ice train. And the other train at the beginning that I completely and totally, utterly mastered. Yeah, we definitely haven't got a switch for the lights. And we've done Baldies. Michael, 57 of the months. Hang on. A tier 3. Are you mad? Not just now, Connor. Thanks. Thanks for the offer, though. Why? Blimey, McCharlie. Thank you, Michael. How long have you been at tier 3? That's madness. There's no benefit from tier 3 other than you get something else by your name. Oh, he's just done it. There's 2 people at tier 2. Trent and I think White Fang. White Fang used to be. There's no one at tier 3. That's mad. Thank you, Michael. He was prime, he's upgraded. Fair play. It is appreciated. Despite being a dozy git. I've said before, I do feel really humbled at times when you guys subscribe and stuff, and certainly do it. I just like, why? But thank you. Right, 2.8 miles to go to Frankfurt Main Sud, platform 5. So we've done the step change train at the beginning. We've done the ice baby train. We've done the diesel train. We'll see if there's anything quick we can do by the time we get in this. Maybe something freighty. I don't normally do freighty. You just hover over your name, I think. See how many years you've subbed. You can do the follow thing. There must be a subscriptions thing in your Twitch that tells you who you're subscribed to and how long. How long? How long? That's how long you followed, not how long you subbed. Hover over the flag, on the flag thing. There you go. And it tells you. Yeah, that's following, Nico. Which feels slightly stalkerish. I've been following you for 4 years and 5 months. Settings, sub. There you go. And not the food or the submarine. Right, we are arriving at Frankfurt, Main. I'm only 6 followers away from 6,700. That's mad. One of my goals, I always said, well, going back about the last 5 years, I suppose, one of the things I'd love to get to, which I don't think will ever happen, is 10,000 followers on YouTube, and I'm currently at 8,000 and something. So I don't think that's ever going to happen. And I don't think it'll ever get to the same on Twitch, because it's nearly at 6,700. So there you go. If you're watching and you haven't followed, hit the follow, because I'm only 6 away from 6,700. Oh, that's the wrong brake lever. That one. 10k for the 10 years. I don't think I'll be doing this for 10 years. I've been doing it for 8 now. I think that's enough. Eight's a good number. You know, a good TV series lasts 8 years. Eight's a good amount, isn't it? I haven't got to go on another year, surely. Uh-oh. Oh no, we did okay. Doors. I've got to get my 10-year anniversary. I only thought I'd do this for 6 months. As I said before, I'll only do it as long as you guys are engaging with things and joining in with things and watching. When I'm sat here all by myself and no one's watching, I think that's the clue to stop, isn't it? If I stream and I'm like, hello. Two people at work have quit recently. One's got to give 3 months notice. I couldn't think of anything more depressing. So I said to the MD, God, I've got to be careful then, because I don't want to be here so long that when I leave, I've got to give a long notice. I should just leave now. He just looked at me. Oops, maybe I said the wrong thing. You have to give 3 months notice. The last job I was there 11 years, I gave a week's notice. The one before that, I was there 7.5 years. I gave a day's notice, and I didn't want to do that. Although you've got a contractual obligation sometimes in your contract to give a certain amount of notice for a certain time, most firms wouldn't make you do that. Depends on how you leave. And depends on your boss. In most situations, you can put into your notice that, yeah, I hereby tender my resignation. My last day will be this. There's not a lot they can do. Well, yeah, because anyone, when they give you notice, oh blimey, anyone when they give you notice, you're not going to be like fully committed to the job you're in, are you? Because you're leaving. You've decided to leave that job anyway. Connor, thanks for that. I've had it with people in the past. They've handed their notice in. If I've been fully staffed, I've gone, you know what, just, you know, work to the end of the day and go, or just go now. Because you're not going to want to be here. We'll pay you up to the end of today. Off you go. And you just deal with the consequences of being short-staffed. Because they don't want to be here because they're leaving. Why have we stopped here? We've got to stop here for 4 minutes, okay. Yeah, I think my place is you've got to give a month's notice and then a week's notice for every year over 5 years that you've been there. So for me, it'd be a month's notice because I've been there, will be 6 years in December. Yeah, it depends on your employer. Yeah, any notice I've had to give, even when I had to give a week's notice, after like a day, I was like, I'm ready to go now. And on my last day, I think at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I went, yeah, I'm off. Like, what? What are you going to do? Sack me? I'm out of here. See ya. There's my keys. And I just wandered out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, maximum 12 weeks, yeah. As an employer, I wouldn't want someone, because you know they're not going to put in their heart and soul into it. You may as well just go, you know what? We're going to save ourselves money here if we say to them work 4 weeks and then go. You've saved 2 months of their salary. Oh, I had people, I've said this on the stream before. I employed a warehouseman once. Chatted to him in the morning. I had some stuff to do. I said, look, have a wander around the warehouse. Get yourself used to where things are. We'll catch up this afternoon and we'll start going through your training. Okay. Wandered around the warehouse. Said to the lad on the counter at lunchtime, how long's lunch? Oh, an hour. Okay. Went to lunch, never came back. Tried phoning him, texting him, nothing. At least in that situation, you'd pop your head in the door and go, look, you know what? This isn't for me. I've had many people that I've offered the job to and come to the morning of them supposed to arrive to start work, not turned up. That's frustrating because you've waited like a week for them to turn up to start, and then they don't turn up. Then you've got to try and contact someone else that you interviewed to go, would you be interested in the job? And then you've got to wait for them to start. So it's just a pain in the backside. I'm guessing we were waiting for that. We should wait until 9:12. Poor passengers like, why have we stopped? Because the light, it is red. We cannot proceed until the light, it is green. Then we will continue our journey towards Frankfurt. And stop at Frankfurt in 7 minutes. We've got 7 minutes to do a mile. Oh, there was. When I was going to get the sack from Tesco's, I knew I was going to get the sack, so went in early the following morning and left my notice on the manager's desk. He didn't speak to me for the whole of my notice period, which was a week, and I didn't have another job to go to. On the lunch break of my first day, went opposite where the Tesco's was, in Swindon Centre, which is still there, and there was an agency in there, so I walked in there to see if I could get something for the following week. Got offered an interview, and went to the interview after work that same week on one of the days. Got offered the job the following morning and then started the following Monday. I actually quite like that now. Thank you very much indeed, Connor. It's your friend Connor who likes to donate. Please don't turn this feature off. I feel generous you being here, and just enough you don't have to be. But I love this and you. Oh, thank you, Connor. Enjoy this for cider or something. I will 100% buy something with that. Thank you, Connor. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that when I first put that new music in. but I quite like it now. It's a bit of a fanfare for people donating. It's quite cool. But thank you. The disco thing was just a bit annoying. We got to stop again. I know. I don't go ranting over people donating. I just feel humbled. I don't like it. It's like the other year when it was, I think it was my birthday stream or something, or it was something where people just went wild with donations. I literally did not know what to do. Not very often in my life I'm speechless. That was one of the times. That's why it's going to take us... We've got another 4 minutes to go to arrive in Frankfurt, because it's another bloody red light. Yeah, I think that day it was like 150 quid or 200 quid in donations. It was just stupid. That's a train. Right, in we go. I know it's green, that's why I'm moving. Right, into Frankfurt. I could go a bit quicker than this, but we've got 25 coming up, haven't we? This isn't as good as that other, like, German pacer type thing, but that's only good in one direction because the engine's just behind the cab. This thing's actually quite good. Another train. I should give you a toot. There you go. I tooted. Oh, for God's sake. Really? Connor, thank you again. Now please stop. Right. That's a lot of train lines. Mine's be coming into Brussels. That is the new donation music, yeah. I quite like it. Yeah, keep your money, Connor. Thank you, though. You lot watching is enough. Right, we're sure to be arriving at Frankfurt. All stand for the entrance of Stevie. No, it's YouTube music. Like, it's free to use in any YouTube videos and stuff. There's no copyright. I got it off the YouTube site. It's not a YouTube video. It's actually music and you can use in YouTube videos. So it's fine. No. I've been looking at some stuff on Evil Bay, and because that'll go in my PayPal, I shall look on Evil Bay after the stream. I do like a brass band, if I'm honest. Or a military band. There's something about the whole drums and brass thing of a proper military band. Really? You're going to make me... I've opened the doors now. Hang on. Your £1 coin is currently at £780. No. Oh, so what's it at? Buy it now. Well, no one's going to pay that, are they? Have you actually had any bids? Has someone offered you like £1? Then you've got to pay postage to get it there, so you're out of pocket. He's selling a special £1 coin. Just don't make the mistake I did once. I sold a DS on Evil Bay, and it was one of the first few things I'd sold on Evil Bay, and put down I can't remember what it went for. It wasn't a lot of money, and put the price including postage, because I worked out what it cost, went on the Royal Mail website, worked out what it would cost me to post it. The guy that bought it was on one of the Hebridean Islands, so it cost me more than I sold it for to post it to him. So I actually lost money on selling on eBay. It cost me money to sell the DS on eBay. Right. What have we got? We can do something. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, so last time I sold something on eBay, I was very careful to put UK mainland only. I don't disbelieve you, Connor. I don't. Oh, we got a little one. Hello. Okay. Well, we're not moving in a forward type direction, because I'm guessing there's no key. The button I used to turn the key on isn't working, so I'm guessing it's not a conventional key. You probably have more luck putting it as an auction rather than just to buy it now, if I'm honest, because some people are always dubious of buy it nows if you haven't got an auction. You can put it in auction depending on what you want to end up selling it for. like a fiver or something, as long as you don't get yourself out of pocket. Or try putting a high price. If you think it's genuinely worth a lot of money, put 100 quid or something. Yeah, I'm not going to get this thing moving, am I? Maybe we won't try that one. Yeah, but just because you've got it at 880 quid doesn't mean someone's going to buy it. Don't bid on his coin. Don't get that sort of thing, because that's not good. Right, let's try this one, see if we can get this one going. If I was you, Connor, have a look on some coin collector forums and or Google, and there's got to be coin collectors out there. Have a look on some forums and see what it is actually worth. Well, we're rolling backwards. Don't think that's a good thing. Oh my god, that's a lot of things. Right, I think we've now just hooked up to the carriages behind us that we didn't want to do. Right, that's going to forward. I don't think me and these freighty ones. We got another brake on. That's on hold. That's released. That's in driving. What are you? That's being horny. Yeah, we haven't got drive. It's obviously a... Oh, there we go. I don't think we're meant to pull these carriages, but we're moving them. I think the brakes are probably on. Well, it's not going to work because... Hang on, there was an uncouple thing here, wasn't there? There we go. Yeah, they're still rolling, it's fine. Well, don't stop. I'm not going to need the brakes, it's going to stop on its own. Really, it's going to make me go, okay. 7 yards. God, this is finicky. Come on then. There. God, that was painful. Couple to the 3 vehicles. Really? No. That. That one. There we go. I've lost my train. There. So now I want to go in reverse. This is why I don't do freight. Seem to come to a stop there, train. Where the hell am I supposed to go with these? Because they won't fit up there. We'll get 3 carriages in that. Oh, for God's sake, really? You seriously? Uncouple to... Why am I... Why are you getting me to couple up to... Okay, no, it's fine. Is it because not all of them would fit? Oh, how am I supposed to get up there now? That's... I like a little hop. Where was I sat? There. Forward now, isn't it? Okay. Go. So why have sidings? Got to get on the main line. You've got to go back there, down there, up there, back down there. Why would you put sidings like that? The fact that I'm flat out as well. No, come on. Your brakes released. That's a pretty steep incline. It's not. It's all ziggy-zaggy. Surely they could have done the track better than this. Oh, come on. We're not going to get there at this rate. Yeah, now got to go back down there. Okay. So that's right. That one down there, and then that's right to go down there. Okay. Reverse, break off. Go. It does sound like the brakes are on. Oh god, that's a bit quick now. That's fine. That's what the buffer's there for. Hang on, where am I? I'm in here. I've got to go there. Well, there isn't one there to set. Well, that's going to take me... Oh, I've got to get out to bloody do it. Yeah. God, I was moving for a second then. Run away without me. I do like the little hops up. Right, so forward. No, not reverse. Forward. Put the lights on. That's the least of my flipping worries. Yeah, that's fine. Right, and finally then, it's stop all the way down there. Reverse. Brakes into release. Okay, it's a bit rapid. Oh. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's not a problem at all. It's fine. I think I was expecting a bit much for the brakes of that. There we go. There we go. Frankfurt-Fulda. Tick. So last couple of weeks we've been in Germany. Where do we go next time? I don't know. We've done a bit of the UK. What about something snowy, like the Arosa line or something like that? Maybe Switzerland. Maybe do something like that next time. And then I think we should go back to the USA, do a bit of America. France, no. We got Luzerne's. Actually, have I ever done any Luzerne's? No, I've never done Luzerne Cersei. It's not very long, so I could do a couple of runs up and down in Luzerne Cersei. Maybe we do a bit of Swiss railway next week. We've done exploring France. Done exploring Wales. Done exploring Scotland. Maybe we explore Switzerland with Luzerne Cersei and the Arosa line. Maybe we do a bit of those next Tuesday. Someone remind me next week what I've said, because I'll forget. I haven't gone yet, Trent. Wait. And no, not Antelope Valley. So there we go. Tomorrow night, back with something. Maybe OMSI. We'll see how my Wednesday goes. Not K John either, no. Thursday night, though, back on the farm. Friday night, something fun. Saturday night, certainly be here with some trucking and tunes. And then Sunday, more farming. So thanks very much to you lot for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. It is appreciated. Otherwise, I'd just be sat here on my own. Well, some credits, I suppose, to this lot as well. Thanks to Tris, Stu, Barry, Michael, and Lyndon, the gift sub, for subscribing. Connor for the very kind donations. Thank you, Connor. You are a gem. And to the moderation team for doing, nothing. Thank you indeed. You'll be with me tomorrow night, Trent, whatever we do. So we'll find something. We'll see if Nico's around and maybe do something as a threesome. That sounded wrong. So yes, I'll be back tomorrow night with something. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.